What's up, y'all? Loss for the past 5 years. For number one, not knowing where to go, having limited opportunities, and not having a mentor, not being around positive influences or people that I admire. So, yeah, just being lost for 5 years. I was doing stuff. Was I doing the things that I was doing to the best of my abilities? At the time, knowing what I had and knowing what I could do, yes. But just in general, no. Like doing the best that I could possibly do, no. And it's tough. Some people, they have decades where they don't know and they're lost in their life. For me, it was for 5 years since being an adult for me. So, yeah. Being a senior in high school, I was 18. So I'll give myself a little bit more leeway on that. I mean, no one spoke to me about my future or anything like that. Here we are. When I was 19, that's when the pandemic was going on. There's that. That could have created a lot of opportunity for me, but during that time, no one checked up on me. No one spoke to me at all. So, well, not good people, I would say. I did have friends who were not a good influence on me. And that's just how it is. And then the following year, or the next year, 2021, I was still lost, very depressed. Didn't have opportunities around those times to do stuff that I think or that I thought would be cool to do at that time. I tried to reconnect with my family members or try to connect with them for the first time, and they didn't really care to connect with me at all. And I was still figuring it out, man. And I was still lost. And then 2022, I was happy, but I was lost. That's the thing. And when they say ignorance is bliss, like that's how I think about how I was in 2022. It's very unfortunate. And now we're in 2023 and it's about to end. This is the year where I realized that I was lost. I realized that I was making a bunch of mistakes. Like I always say, my life was a freestyle. Whatever happened, happened. There was no like parents, family members. I just grew up with my grandmother my whole life, mostly. When I was 13 all the way until I became an adult. And they didn't have any mentors or positive influences around me or anyone I wanted to be like. So I was just lost. Now I have a good idea of what I should be doing and what I could do. Number two is like, what now? What I would say for me, because this is a personal video, do things to help you, that's going to support you, but also do the things that you actually like. So there's that. That's cool. And then number three, how about those lost years? That's tough. That's real tough. Because that's 5 years out of my life that's gone, right? It's just learning how to cope with it. Learning how to cope and make a relationship with those lost years. That's very important. Obviously, like social media, everyone portrays himself living a perfect life, doing all these amazing things, having an amazing family, amazing career opportunities, just having opportunities in general. But what they always say is that hard times creates tough men. And it's definitely been a hard time for sure. Am I tough? 100%. When it comes to life in general, I notice in every aspect, nobody can outdo me at all. In athletics, nobody can outdo me. In the classroom, nobody can outdo me. But like what I always say with that is that I always say, God had to give me something, and he did. He gave me that. He gave me relentlessness. And for a while, I was jealous of a lot of people, man. Because in those past 5 years, it's not like I just went to college or I went to the military and I hated my life. I didn't go to either. I didn't even have anyone around me to tell me that much. I was just working a minimum wage job and just trying to make some money. That's all I knew. No one ever spoke to me about careers or anything like that. Like in high school, I was in special ed classes. And I'll never forget the substitute teacher told us in the class that we would just be working at Walmart for the rest of our life. And I didn't think much of it. But I think anyone has the opportunity to do anything growing up, but like the thing is, it's about having the right people around you. It's about having the right mentality. And it's a combination of those two things that's really gonna propel that opportunity that you have to do anything. And it depends on what it is. If you want to be, for example, if you want to be an engineer, you got to have people around you that know about engineering, and you have to have the mentality of an engineer. So that's what it is when it comes to that. I didn't have people that knew anything around me at all. And